Okay. Wait. 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 Okay. Wait. 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 They can see us. I think they can hear us.
Cool. Well, welcome to the first live stream of Malt Multiverse. And apparently the Wi-Fi for me hate when we began streaming. So, welcome to our podcast that we are trying to live stream for the first time, Beers and Ideas. My name is André, and I am sitting here together but apart with my beer-bellied friend Mikkel. So,
Hi. I'm not beer bellied. Cheers.
I could not see the cheers due to the background. So, today is a very, very cold January Thursday, and winter depression, and all thing good. I've brought some beers for us to try, Mikkel.
Yay.
And something that I'm dreaming about is summer. So I have bought you a Berliner Weisse with apricots because I think Weissbier just
Funny, I
tastes
also have
like
one of those.
summer.
Yeah, great.
As I said, I bought you one.
I actually I have a fun thing before because I could not wait, so I pre-gamed.
Oh, you cheated from home?
Yeah, I did not drink any of the ones you bought me, but I just bought one of this in the supermarket, and I think you would like this one because look at the art here. I think maybe
that's adorable.
I think maybe you could say something about the rabbit in a hole as a.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So about rabbits is that when 2 years ago, when Mikkel and I began talking about doing the whole beer project something, we deep dived into a rabbit hole, and it was like, Mikkel, we should be named Rabbit Hole Brewing, and I did some funny artwork sketches, and I actually found those today, but now they are in a moving box.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saving those.
I think we can use them for something later on. Maybe not a peach sour. I don't think my Discord filter will allow me to show you guys, but it's a organic peach sour with a ABV of 3.8, which is low, and you can taste it. It really tastes like bad peach juice. But I only bought the beer just to show you and say someone stole your idea.
That's nice, but I like that it fits the whole theme for the beers that I brought today. That it's a fruity sour. So if you have finished your pre-game beer, I think we should try to look into the apricot Berliner Weisse. And Berliner Weisse is, of course, a German style of beer. It's a somewhat sour beer with heavy fruit notes. Traditionally, a nice pour.
My filter will not allow this. But I think it was really fitting that I bought a sour beer also. It's really gonna be a sour day today.
Yeah, I really like the foam head on this one.
This smells illegal to drink.
I don't think it's Reinheitsgebot, even though it's German. So, oh yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
You cheater.
I am a cheater. Okay, this is a really interesting beer. Generally, I am a bit more critical when it comes to sour beers because I think they can be done um, really badly and make more like a bad juice kind of deal. And I think this is dangerously close to being in that category of juice, but it still has some beer in it.
Yeah, my first thought was this is multi-juice with alcohol and carbonization.
And a
I
bit of
think you could,
sour.
yeah, I think you could achieve this as a cocktail by purchasing a variety of different juices, mix them, put some sparkling water into it, some vodka, and then a lot of citrus. Then you got this beer.
But I also think like grenadine because of the consistency of the beer. It's maybe you should show it again because my stream won't allow it. But
Yeah.
it's quite you can really see through it, and it's really dense.
Yeah, it's dense, it's thick, it's got some really nice carbonization to it. So this is made by the Orpus Brewing Company. It's a local brewery from where I live, the city of Aarhus in Denmark. And yeah, it's an apricot Berliner Weisse. So very true to style, where you have your sour beer and using a lot of fruit for that. Where can I see the ABV? They kind of hit it on
Six
the.
percent.
Yeah, it's got a 6% ABV. Nice.
Mm.
I think
Uh,
it's really refreshing though.
I maybe have done an oopsie
How so?
because it says store at Usklavat, 2 to 16 degrees, and it has definitely been stored at 20 plus degrees in my home.
Same.
So maybe just to be fair to the producer, we did not listen. I don't know where you bought it. Maybe it was within that range where you bought it.
Yeah, I actually think they had it stored in a fridge. It's a few months ago that I actually bought it. So,
Okay. So yeah, we're
uh,
gonna call in sick to work tomorrow for a different reason than usually.
oh yeah, definitely. But what do you think overall of it?
I think this is something I would drink in a very small glass and take it as an experience. Um, I I wouldn't order this myself, also because I don't like apricot that much. But just flashback to our Christmas episodes. But I think it's a overall interesting beer, and I think
I really like it.
the can really fits the theme. You know, I you don't get that surprised by how it looks. I think.
Yeah, I really like it. I think this would be perfect in the summer, sitting on your balcony in your backyard or in a park. High sun. I actually think it's dangerously chuggable somehow.
With the
It's
6 degree in
it
the
really
heart, it's
yeah, and it also kind of reminds me of when I was younger and and went to parties and I just mixed some juice with alcohol. So yeah, it
mm.
tastes a bit like childhood.
You say that every time you talk about beer. Oh, this pilsner, yeah, it tastes like childhood. But yeah, I could definitely see the multi juice juice brick in this one. Just it has been left out in the sun and had spontaneously developed some yeast.
Yeah, and on the note on drinking and childhood, it is a cold day in November. It's luckily soon will be over, and then it's cold February. But as uh, as you can see, I am not really good at celebrating dry January. How has your dry January been?
Um, Unfortunately, I have friends in the chat who can fact check me, but I think it has been rather dry actually. I've drunk more ABV low beers, and I have been drinking a lot of alcohol free beers, but it is not entirely dry. It's not a desert, but I think it's been less wet than it could be.
It's fun because I kind of have a feeling and a very faint memory of last Saturday, which was not dry
You have
at all.
memories from Saturday? I did not.
Not really.
I did not have
The
any memories
faintest
from
of
that day.
memories.
That's
Yeah.
where of course, the day we closed
Our beer
our
club.
beer club, yeah. And of course, when you close a club, there's some beer left, and we of course took it upon ourselves as the brave brewers we are to try and empty the stores, and we nearly did. I think we went from
Yeah.
five cases to one case left, so that's valiant effort.
So, but yeah, definitely failed dry January this year. But dry January, is that usually something that you are very like? Is it something you are you strive towards?
I think it's I think it's the same thing with veganuary, or the overflowing of the fitness centers, the gyms. I think it's January is the great new beginnings, and we are trying to improve ourselves, and inevitably we are gonna fail. But so I haven't really done that much in the past, even though I've actually seen and had an eye on a lot of ABV low or ABV free beers, because I think it's an interesting corner of the beer industry right now. It's one of those
Yeah,
sections that's really improving and expanding. So I think that's something to look out for.
yeah. I feel like somewhat I in the first week, maybe the first 2 weeks. Nah, who am I kidding? At least the first week of January, I don't feel like drinking at all because Christmas, at least in Denmark, I think is equal to binge drinking. A lot of beer, a lot of snaps. We have like the tradition of Christmas lunches, and
Yeah, I've I think December is generally a very alcohol intense month, but I don't think it's very. I actually don't think it's very beer centric, if that makes sense. I think it's a lot of red wines and snaps, as you says. But I think it's actually one of the months that where beer takes a back seat in a lot of
really,
consumption. Yeah, I think so, because we have the Christmas ales, but it's not really something that's. I think it gets less and less celebrated in Denmark. If gonna be if you're gonna
yeah.
be fair about it.
I don't know. When I'm at a Christmas lunch and I'm having a piece of rye bread with pickled herring and a snaps, then I want my beer. I should not have a glass of wine
Yeah.
to my Christmas lunch.
Is there any Christmas ale haters in the chat? I think it's to be honest, more some of the more highbrow beer discussions. I think a lot of normal people are just drinking the same old Pilsner or Heineken or whatever.
Fuck Heineken.
I should really have used the
Oh,
Heineken backdrop for this one.
yeah, but yeah, it's something about product placement. Heineken, if when I know
Something
that you're
about
not
product
seeing
placement.
this.
You literally have a bad seat crate in the background. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do product placement, but Heineken, if you are listening, don't fucking sponsor us. But bad seats. Shout out. I
Yeah.
love you.
The multinational, very rich corporation. Fuck you. The we don't want your money. The very small brewery which has zero chance of sponsoring someone. Please send us money. I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, but they just won. I think it was the third time best brewery in Denmark. That seat.
Oh, okay. So it's growing.
It's growing. But yeah, so yeah, please sponsor us.
Mm.
But no dry January for you and me this year, apparently.
And probably not for a lot of unless we do like an insane challenge thing next year where we only drink alcohol-free beers, and try and look into craft beer, the craft beer industry in the ABV zero section. I think that could be interesting.
Can you remember that Scottish brewery?
Right.
A year or so ago, we were at a beer festival, and there was this Scottish brewery. I can't remember what they're named,
It
but
was
they
something
have
like
specialized. Yeah, they're specialized in alcohol-free beer, and they were pretty amazing, actually. Mash Gang.
yeah, masking. Yeah.
They were called. Shout out to Mash Gang.
Yeah.
Oh, someone in the chat says, but for real. But for real, what?
For real, for real.
For real, for real?
Oh, they have Mesh Gang merch now. I had to look it up. The website is actually quite cool. Oh, that I think that was the guy we were talking to actually. The guy in the picture. Yeah. They are really cool and they have some great beers actually.
Yeah, that was the guy. He was so kind.
Yeah. Gave us a lot of beers.
Oh yeah. So if you are at a beer festival with like a lot of different breweries represented, and there's someone who has only brought alcohol-free beer, I would guess that there is going to be like no line in front of that brewery. That was the case here. So we just spent like a solid 10 minutes talking about brewing with him, and it was really nice. And he was so happy that we came up and was like, oh, we're so hyped for the alcohol-free beer because I love beer, but I also like to have a beer maybe at lunch or if you have to do something afterwards. So to find some alcohol-free beer that actually tastes good and not like diluted. That's pretty neat.
If we're talking about alcohol-free beers or alcohol-low beers, and there's actually a few beers I want to shout out.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So we have first of all Queer Brewing. They have a selection of alcohol-free beers, which include Bright and Bold, and I think the lesbian one, which is Pony Club.
Yeah.
Pony Boy.
It's a London-based brewery, if I recall, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. So
Yeah.
I have a dream of going over there because they seem like really cute, really cool, and they have some cute beers on tap.
Yeah, they are also on my bucket list. Maybe we should go on a trip someday
Could be good.
and get shit faced in alcohol-free beer if it's in January, of course.
Oh, make videos at summer outside in a little pool and then review beers. I think that would be something that Ender would love to with his new summer body. He's been cycling a bunch, and I think if you see him in the videos, he shrinks and then grows bigger and shrinks because we have different time intervals.
Yeah. So, and also asking if there's a delay on stream. Yeah, there is a delay on stream. So we are actually following the chat, but yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to delay and bad internet.
Oh, I have one last shout out for alcohol free beers, which I haven't tried. It's this one. I think it's really it has some interesting branding, which is a drink and drive. Funny because it's alcohol free, so it's safe, but still a very a bit controversial, to say the least.
I I love drinking and driving.
So yeah, that's great. Do you guys have any alcohol free beers I should buy? Because I actually have some. I am looking to stock up on something. So just write in the chat if you know one.
Oh yeah, chat. Just listen to me doing a flex about disposable income that I can spend on beer.
I don't think it's disposable. I think it's if you, it's part of my hobby. So it's I need to.
Investments.
Yeah, I'm a very serious beer reviewer. So I have at least 100 untapped reviews, I think.
Yeah. So, Mikkel, how far have you come with your apricot Berliner Weisse?
I have. We can clink our last if we are
Yeah,
at that.
cheers.
Cheers.
And do you know where the crabs live? On the
Um.
bottom of the ocean.
Okay, at the bikini bottom. Do I feel a shift in
Thanks.
the kind of beer we're drinking now? Or?
Yeah, I thought so. I
Okay.
don't know how much you have left on it, but it's almost half a liter in both of them. And if I have to talk and drink beer at the same time, I can't multitask.
Okay.
So,
I just
so the next
wanted.
beer is oh yeah, go
I
for it,
just.
Mikkel.
I just want to say that I am nearly at 150 beer reviews on my Untapped. So
I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a hobbyist.
I think I think when I hit I need to put a mark on when I hit 200. Do something crazy.
Yeah, let's celebrate it by drinking more beer.
Sounds like a good idea.
So the next beer, it's from same brewery, and it's a chili, pineapple, apricot, passion fruit smoothie sour ale. So a really nice long name. A bit. I imagine that it's going to be somewhat similar to the one we had before, but because it has chili in it, I thought we should have it as the second one, just in case there is actually some kick to it and flavor profile go no, my tongue go numb, when spicy. You see this color on skin. I
Hmm.
I can't take spicy.
Okay. Yeah, actually, quite interesting in how chili, is can be a part of beer. I haven't really tasted a spicy beer before.
Yeah. I've tried quite a few stouts actually with chili, and
Oh, I
that was
I
actually okay.
I think a lot of stouts are made to be eaten with a fork and a knife, and that sounds like one of them. Um,
Yeah, it definitely was. I
okay,
actually think it was a chili coconut sour or something like that.
might as well have been a dal. If I hide behind the glass, maybe no, 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 no.
Somewhat similar in color.
Yeah, I promise until the next stream I will have cleaned my room so I don't have a filter on.
Yeah, I don't mind showing the mess. I'm in the middle of a moving process.
So it's the good mess. It's mess where you don't really have a lot of things behind you. So it's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's no. I've been doing this Marie Kondo thing.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? I owe you Burger King.
And
uh,
did you spill beer, Mikkel?
I did spill beer, yeah.
Ooh,
I
slim pipe.
but I also like I'm not that blonde anymore, so I don't get why I'm called Blondie.
Well, it's because I can't be Blondie.
Okay. And Andre actually said my name if you guys listened.
Yeah, that could
Oh,
actually be the great
maybe we should.
dual name, Blondie and Baldy.
Oh yeah, that sounds Blondie and Baldy.
Oh, but we
Oh.
got a new beer.
Um,
Okay.
Blondo, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we are going to say cheers.
Oh, you are forgetting the first step. Like, what do you get from the nose? What is the color? You need to be like
It's actually
beer
important
connoisseur.
to smell the beer here because the esters go
Yeah.
down.
No. Ethanol vapors are heavier than esters,
Oh
so it's
yeah,
opposite. But it's more a thing when you're drinking hard liquor because then you can kind of
yeah.
yeah the ethanol vapes is not going to do anything good for your sniffing
Mm.
experience. It's but when you are trying to yeah smell something that isn't hard liquor, just put your nose into it.
These kinds of soft liquors are not that dangerous. I've never actually been in a YouTube chat before, and the emojis on YouTube are quite weird.
Ah, cool. I completely forgot to talk about like smell wise. I kind of get the same as the first one, but with a slight off note, or yeah,
Yeah,
different. Like, and then when you taste it, I I just feel like the difference is like having a cheap multi juice versus slightly less cheap multi juice.
but the funny thing is, this actually is multi-juice. Because you have different
Mm.
juices from different fruits, so it's literally a fermented multi-juice. But the level is way above the first one. The smoothie sour ale is. I think this is way better than the first one. And I think the
It's a
chili
bit
does
more
something.
balanced.
Yeah, and the chili does something to even out the flavors quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm in favor of this one. I would not have guessed that this is how chili tastes in a beer, but it's really good.
But I kind of like how the chili is not overwhelming. I don't think that they have used that much chili when brewing this. It kind of comes as an aftertaste or after feeling, but there is like you can kind of sense the spice that there is
Yeah,
some spice to it. But if I didn't know it was that they had used chili, I wouldn't have guessed it
mm,
necessarily.
I can definitely see what you're saying. For people not having a untapped, the first one I gave, I think I gave a 3.2. I think it deserves something a bump in the rating because it really hits the profile. This one is definitely uh, nearing a 4 for me actually out of 5, because it's interesting. It's well balanced. I think it does a lot of things you normally wouldn't taste in beer. So I think that's, yeah, it would get the most interesting beer of the year if it
Yeah.
were an
Also,
award show.
it was only like 1.5 years ago or something like that that I tried smoothie sours for the first time, and I instantly fell in love. I like how thick the mouthfeel is. This one is on the a bit more lighter side in the category of smoothie sours. I would say it's not as thick as the majority of the ones that I've had. It's a very pleasant mouthfeel, but I what I usually like about smoothie sours is it's like a dessert in a glass.
Yeah, I think smoothie blends different. It is definitely an interesting. It's a subcategory that spans different genres. So the smoothie stouts and pastry stouts. I think it's funny how to see like different subcategories can match between different genres.
And someone is apparently about to develop an app in the chat rating energy drinks.
I
I do
support.
not approve of that.
I think if we do that, it's important to have an age gate that is above a certain level, so we don't get all the oldies ruining the fun in the app. Um,
Yeah, I would never go near it because I hate energy drinks. They are awful.
mm, yeah, very
Yeah,
unhealthy, right?
yeah, so unhealthy. Cheers on drinking something very healthy. It's got fruit in it.
I,
Oh, do
I
you think that these will count as two of our 6 pieces of veggies or fruits per day?
I think only. Oh, and I know one of my friends in chat can answer this because it's. I think only one. I think juice can only count for one. I'm not sure, but this definitely counts one. Um,
I feel healthy tonight.
yeah, definitely. And chili also does something healthy, I think. Lucas,
Yeah,
answer me.
definitely. Oh,
Yeah,
shout out to the guy named Lucas in the chat that you
yeah.
definitely didn't say go be there.
He's here. He's around us. No.
But uh, but yeah, pleasant beer. But to make the worst segue possible into
I think
our
the earlier segue
my
was
my second
also quite.
prepared topic. Oh, again, please.
I said the earlier segue was also quite iffy, but but segues are hard, so let's not do them.
And I'm a fucking noob at doing this shit. All right.
Yeah,
But yeah, like
monetize now.
of course, we are home brewers. We have been home brewing for around 3 years together, and what I did not do at all when we started brewing was go on the internet and ask questions or read about brewing. I just did weird shit. Um, so I went to one of the best places on earth, Reddit, to find all of our fellow homebrewing nerds and trying to see like what is the struggle or the questions of the people. And in the r slash homebrewing, a guy named Far Inspector 9039 has just made a post
Valid
beginner,
name.
and
Very
the
valid name.
person has just started homebrewing and are using a fermenter without an airlock. Like it's just a bucket,
Just
and the person is asking
an airtight
whether or
jar.
not Yeah. So the person is just asking: is it important to have an airlock when brewing or fermenting?
Um, are you asking me, or are you doing more an introduction? What do you think?
Um, it
Or,
was a question.
an
It was
open
too
question.
rhetorical.
Okay, yeah. So please use an airlock. There's a few different issues you're gonna develop if you don't. You can use some quite. I have actually on my main tank at home. I have a different type of airlock where it's just a marble on top of a hole, so the gases lift the marble up. Um, but please use one because there can be a lot of issues. Pressure is one of them, and when you ferment with pressure, you can do a lot of nasty sickness things. You can get really sick of your beer if you don't. So yeah, I would do that, and also um, it's not fun to burp your beer, and I think that's gonna be needed to keep fermenting the beer.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, there is a lot of impurities in the air, and the worst thing that can happen to your beer is oxidization, which can give a lot of off flavors to your beer, or just make it really like stale, in like, or have
Yeah,
like no taste. And when as a home brewer, if you're using like one of these plastic bucket fermenters, you will always have some air on the top. Uh, but you actually need the air in the beginning to start the fermentation process. The yeast, the fungus, needs some air to start the process. But then what happens is that the yeast farts CO2, and CO2 is a heavier gas than O2, oxygen. Both part is part of atmospheric air, but it's the O2, the oxygen, which is bad oxygen. But because CO2 is heavier, what is
heavy.
heavier? A kilogram of CO2 or a kilogram of O2? No. Then the CO2 pushes out all of the O2 and makes a protective layer. So that's one of the reasons why to have an airlock is
Mm.
to let the excess O2 disappear.
And also why the airlock is not on the side of the tin.
Yeah. So yeah, but when you would think, oh, so you need to fill your fermenter completely to the top? No,
Ah.
because the first 2 days of fermenting, the your beer will expand a lot, and if there isn't room for it on top of the liquid, then your fermenter will explode.
Well,
And we haven't tried that yet.
no, that's one of the few things that haven't gone wrong in our brewing journeys. I think I think the most often fails we get is just too much soap. Yeah, a fermenter, getting a useful fermenter is really cheap. So I don't see why you shouldn't
Yeah.
go about buy one
Otherwise,
if
you're
you're
trying to.
if you're already investing in grains and hops and yeast. Why not spend an additional 15-20 euros on a good fermenter with a airlock on top of it?
An airlock, yeah. Or just go all the way and just start with pressure fermenting, which is something completely different.
I haven't read
But
up on that because I am not in that league, but I think that is I think that would be getting away ahead of yourself
oh
quite a
yeah,
bit.
definitely. So the next thing that I found is on the r slash brewing,
Hmm?
and it's by Broad Drive 2785 with the headline Adding Wort Late in a Boil. And it's writing, hey, I'm looking for a little guidance. Our last brew was a tiny all grain clone, and I used a new strategy that I hadn't done before and was hoping to gain some insight. With that said, because of the large amount of hops, I added extra wort at the end of the boil with about 20 minutes left. As a result, the target gravity 1070 was missed and ended with 1090. Is this a practice used by homebrewers, and if so, what is it called? Also, is it bad practice or common? Are there consequences from such actions? I'm trying to understand it a little better so I can increase my brew knowledge. Thank you.
Behold the consequences of your actions. Oh no. I think just to make sure. Okay, so he's adding hops late, and then his gravity decreases.
No, so the guy started a wort boil. So what I so what he had made an additional I think he has boiled some more sugar out of his grains and then added it additionally to the wort boil. So he is adding additional liquid with additional sugar content to it.
Okay.
So the person is doing a top up addition, and it's actually a somewhat normal practice if because you can measure your original gravity throughout your wort boil, and your gravity is of course your sugar content, and when we are making recipes we have a target gravity we want to reach to achieve the desired alcohol percentage of the final product. And if you find out that you haven't reached or come anywhere close to your target original gravity, that can actually be a nice way of doing it.
Yeah, and I think it's just to really use an example. It's actually something we have done before.
Yeah.
I think the best example is with Deep Rock Galactic beer, an upcoming video, and in Deep Rock Galactic there's some really high ABV beers, and to get that high ABV, you often need to top up with some more gravity to reach that ABV. I won't say more to spoil it, but it's if you want to drink like a dwarf, then you should probably not wort boil that much and use a lot of grains and then add some syrup.
Yeah, and you can reach a higher original gravity in a few ways. You can make a double mash, so that when you have finished your first mash step, then you take out all of your grains, and then you add a completely new batch of grains, and mashing again, thereby a double mash. So that will get an even higher sugar content in your wort.
I think
there's also
a lot
of
of people
who just add sugar.
I think a lot of people also miss out on washing their grains probably. Just time's up, and then grains out the window. I think if you really want to stretch what you get out of your grains, you really should add some more water on top of your already.
That's the step that is called sparching, where you are rinsing all of your grains from the last sugar. So, but yeah, it's also like being aware of how effective is your brewing equipment, because while brewing there is a lot of evaporation, of course, but if your brewing equipment is somewhat effective and doesn't have a high evaporation, then you will not get a high concentration of sugar, and then it will be hard to reach your desired original gravity. And and in a case like this, that would be this could be a proper way of doing it, like
Mm.
adding either sugar or an additional wort. Also, if you have a huge fermenter but a small brewer, you can mix like two batches on the same day in the same fermenter
Mm.
easily.
Yeah. So to answer his question, what was his name in the?
So the name was Broad Drive 2785.
Okay. So Broad Drive 2785. I would definitely use this as one of my practices. If either I wanted to add something with a specific sugar profile, like a smoked sugar or brown sugar or something like that, and I would generally not use it to increase my ABV unless it's an unreasonably high ABV I'm trying to hit. So yeah, maybe just get it from your grains in the beginning, but it's not unreasonable.
Yeah, and when that's said, it also kind of goes the other way around. If you have a too high ABV, then you can dilute with water while water boiling, or yeah, just add some boiling water to your wort boil.
And you get more beer from that. Win!
Hurrah! Hurrah! Exactly. So then we have from r/slash homebrewing by Ethan Hops
Good name.
with
Good,
two P's.
good man.
So it's either Ethan Hops or Ethan Hop PS, but it's all out in one. So I don't know. And is asking dry hopping other styles of beer? Question mark. Have people experience with dry hopping, or for that matter, whirlpooling styles other than the standard pale ale family? I understand the theory that malt and yeast forward beers will be overpowered by hops, but I'm still curious to know if there's other good combinations out there. I thought about experimenting with a little bit of different citrusy and fruity hops in a wheat beer and maybe some IPLs. Well, well, of course, Berliner Weisse is a fruit-heavy forward beer where the taste doesn't necessarily come from the hops, but you could definitely make a sour Weiss beer where you get your fruitiness from aromatic hops, I would guess.
Mm. Yeah, I think I haven't done it without without having it been in the pale ale family. I think I can't remember a
That's
time
not
where
true.
okay, I've done it in some ales. I think, um, but
The Kölsch.
the Kölsch, yeah, I was about to say that I have tried it in a few pilsners where a lot of pilsners, the genre of pilsner is very malt heavy and have that in focus. So being even less hoppy for in your boil with a pilsner as a genre, and then dry hopping some dank hops. I think that's. I remember that being an interesting taste. So I think it's. It's something that works definitely.
Yeah, I've been I have a recipe. I've been working on a recipe for Kölsch, where I do dry hopping with a somewhat floral, very lightly floral hop, and it's actually quite pleasant. It goes quite well with yeah, with the malt heavy beer style. It kind of balances a bit. Take off, I would say, some of the, in a lack of better words, fattiness it can kind of get the malt heavy
Fattiness.
beers. Fattiness.
Fattiness. Okay. Yeah. I
But
think.
yeah, it's definitely something that we mostly do in. in the ale family,
Yeah.
where it's like just a huge shout out to IPAs, especially New England IPAs. They just get better with dry humping.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh, mm.
Mhm.
But yeah, Mikkel, that's kind of all of the questions that I picked from Reddit
Yep.
for this time, and I don't have much uh, left of this beer. But what would you say is would be your final say about this?
My last take on this beer is that I think I think the chili really lifts up of this beer. It helps be the very fruitiness and multi juice parts of the beer. It helps it keep it down and be more balanced. So I am definitely a Berliner Weisse apricot hater. Uh, I think it's too sweet and not very balanced. But its brother with chili is actually a very pleasant beer. That the apricot Berliner Weissen you said was chuggable, and this is very chuggable.
Yeah.
So
I also feel like the warmer it gets, the more the chili actually gets forward in the taste palate, and that's quite pleasant. I think I began drinking it too cold.
yeah, that's also generally a thing about about beers is that you can't really taste that much if it's too cold. So it's important to drink it near room temperature, or at least something that where it's not icy cold and you can't really taste the beer. That's for the days where we are chugging the beers, and not for the days where we are tasting the beers.
Yeah. And on that note, it's been really nice to taste two more beers with you tonight, Mikkel.
Yeah,
It really got me dreaming towards a warm summer.
definitely. I think this would be 10 times better on in a beer garden with a blue sky and some a little bit higher temperatures.
Oh yeah, definitely. And just wearing shorts, don't wear a shirt, sunglasses. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, you can't wait
Me
for
getting
summer. I can feel it.
sunburned on the head.
Yeah, and that really shows his redness when summer comes out.
Oh yeah, I'm very red. Also in the summer,
Hmm? So
especially in the summer. Like nothing screams being red in as summer apparently. But today is January and it's fucking cold.
fucking cold, man.
Yeah, my roommate and I is not a fan of using radiators because it's expensive.
Yeah. Type one in the chat if it's fucking cold where you are, man. Okay, but if there's not any more on today's schedule, I think.
Uh,
Do you have some plans?
I
You,
would say
you
I don't have plans.
okay?
Well, I have plans, but not plans.
Plans. Okay. Yeah.
No. I would just say it's been lovely to have a chat over a cold one. You should always go out with your beer belly buddies and have a cold one and have a nice chat. But yeah, and it was really nice to try to play around with with the live stream function on YouTube for the first time. Definitely going to try to become better at making segues.
Yeah, I think segues is the same as it's the same as awkwardness. If you oh no, oh no, oh no, the
Yeah, I did
du
something first. I
apparerer.
tried to mix them. I made a third beer. I mixed them.
Cursed. Yeah, you're the type of guy to mix Fanta and cola. I think
It kind of just tastes like the chili, pineapple, apricot, passion fruit sour ale.
which absolutely makes sense when you add apricot beer to a chili passion fruit pineapple apricot beer. It just tastes like chili apricot beer.
Exactly.
I was gonna say that segues are like awkwardness. If you're just overt about them, people ignore them. So
Oh
maybe
yeah,
on another stream we should do. We talked about playing some games. We have, we have of course Stardew Valley as one of the games on a to playlist because we've of course made a beer about a beer about the game. That's actually weird to say, but yeah, we have made a beer about the game. Um, we've also made some upcoming game beers. Of course, Deep Rock Galactic, as I've said earlier. So maybe that's also a game where we should put on the to playlist. What
yeah,
else? What else? You said you had a game we should look at sometime.
yeah, yeah. I think it's called Beer Brewery Simulator or something like that. There is an early access edition of it out now on Steam, and it's quite realistic, I would say. It gets throughout the whole process of brewing, and it's fun.
There's a lot of beer games actually. I was just trying to find it.
I think it's
Uh,
yeah, Beer Brewer Simulator or something like that.
a lot of beer simulators are very not well reviewed.
But but let's not forget the original amazing beer simulator from when smartphones came out. The one where it looked like your smartphone was a beer, and then you were a child. Oh, look at me! I'm drinking beer in school. It's just my phone.
Oh my god, yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't think I can find it. But there's also like the ale, the monk ale game. We should
Oh yeah,
try.
the monastery game. Yeah, oh, I really want to try that game.
I had the um, I had the what was it called, the preview of the game, and I played it in I think in November of last year, lying right behind you where you sit right now on a mattress, playing it on a computer that was definitely not meant to be played games on, but luckily a lot of these you know simulator games are very taxing on the hardware. And I think that could be a good one, yeah.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Mm.
Let's plan a gaming session with plenty of beer.
We have
And
plenty of beer on the
on that
stores,
note,
so yeah.
yeah. And on that note, I would say cheers, Mikkel. Thanks for tonight, and see you, chat.
Two cheers and two
Remember
beers.
to like and subscribe and all of that, and see all of our other content. Yeah.
Yes.
Cheers.
Two cheers and two beers and a lot of ideas.